Hey, what's up you guys, it's me Cheyenne. I'm 1/3 pretty, brown and nerdy, and of course I love all things comics, all things DC Universe, so it only makes sense that I saw Batman vs Superman. First part of this review, gonna be spoiler free, okay? Alright, so Batman vs Superman. I saw it opening night, there was quite a long line. I saw it in IMAX 3D. Now for those of you who are wondering, is it worth it to see it in 3D? Because I've got this question a lot. Yes, it is definitely worth it to see this in 3D. Like Henry Cavill's abs were in my face and I felt like they were actually there and I could smell him because everything was in 3D and IMAX. So, you know, it was nice. Now, the movie had its good points and it had its bad points. You know, the story was a little scattered, like there was like a lot going on and it felt like they were trying to cram, you know, the dawn of the Justice League all in one film. But they didn't exactly know how to do that correctly, and so it just ended up looking like a bunch of random scenes thrown into the movie. There was just a lot going on. But let's get to the actors, okay? So Gal Gadot, I love how when she first came out, everybody, I don't even care if you say you weren't, I know you were, whoever you are, you were hating on her too. Everybody was hating on this girl when she came out because they were like, oh, she's too skinny, oh, she's no Diana. Gal Gadot, Wonder Woman, had the best performance of the whole movie and she was barely even in it. Like, her Wonder Woman was fantastic. Don't get me wrong, there were other people that I liked, you know, there were other actors that did a fantastic job and we'll get to them later. How she carried herself as Wonder Woman was just great. Henry Cavill. Now, Henry Cavill, of course, is back as Superman. I never thought that he made a bad Superman. I've always thought that he made the perfect Superman. I never for once, even when Man of Steel came out, I never thought he made a bad Superman. It was more of the writing that kind of put me to sleep, and that's why that movie wasn't as enjoyable. Like I said, no complaints on my end because I saw his abs in IMAX 3D and it was great. Amy Adams as Lois Lane, of course. I think she made a great Lois Lane. She definitely captured who Lois Lane is. She captured the feisty reporter who doesn't take no for an answer. Ben Affleck as Batman. You guys, Ben Affleck blew me away. He is the perfect, I am telling you, I don't care. You can fight me if you want. Let's go. Let's fight. Ben Affleck is the perfect on-screen Batman. The best on-screen Batman that I have seen. Honestly, even better than Christian Bale. I think Ben Affleck captured Bruce Wayne a lot better. I think he captured Batman a lot better, even though there were some flaws with how Batman was portrayed in this film, which isn't necessarily Ben Affleck's fault. He played older Bruce Wayne well. He definitely outshined Henry Cavill. He was one of the breakout stars in this film. Everybody was complaining before the film came out, roasting Ben Affleck, saying he was gonna be horrible and that he was gonna do another he was gonna pull another Daredevil and that his acting wasn't gonna be up to par. You're all wrong. So just to make you wrong, you're worried about Batman, and I know everybody was super worried about Batman. Don't be, I promise you. You will be pleasantly surprised. Now let's go on to Lex Luthor. I never saw the Facebook movie. I've never seen a movie with him in it. But I still somehow knew when they announced he was going to be playing Lex Luthor, the moment I saw him, I just knew it wasn't gonna work. And I was right. They were going way too overboard with Lex's character. It was just too much. It was like, it's not even that serious. First of all, anybody that knows Lex Luthor knows that Lex Luthor is always smooth, suave, calm, and collected, calculated. They were just trying to make him into this big psychotic Joker type character, and I just was not feeling it. So what we love about Lex Luthor is that he's smooth. You never know what he's planning because he always has that smooth smirk on his face. So it just seemed like they were trying to make Lex's character more than what it really was. Some parts, you know, kept me laughing. Like some parts that he did, you know, it was funny. Also, Mercy, they could have done so much more with Mercy, and it was like she was just there just to be there. And it was just like she was there, she was a bodyguard, that's what she is, and it just seemed like she was just there just to be cute beside him. Let's get to the story. It was all over the place story-wise. And you know, as a fan, I was really excited to see those little Easter eggs that they threw in. But it just looked like the way they organized all the clips together, it just looked like they were just there just to be there and they served no purpose whatsoever but to let you know, hey, by the way, Justice League is coming in like a year. So yeah, so Justice League, I don't think all the little Easter eggs that they had in there were necessary. I feel like they were spending too much time trying to figure out how they were going to put all the little Easter eggs in there and prepare you for the Justice League instead of trying to make this a really good Batman and Superman film, which is what this film is supposed to be. Like, Wonder Woman aside, this is a Batman Superman film. I hate to compare a DC film to a Marvel film because I hate when people do that, but like what Marvel does when they're trying to get you prepared for a new character for their movies that they're going to introduce in the next movie, what they do is towards the end, you know, after the credits, they'll be like, hey, this is what's coming next, this is what you should prepare, this is what you should be preparing for next, this is a new character that we're introducing. I feel like with the little Easter eggs and the Justice League stuff that they were doing in this movie, they could have very well saved that for the end of the movie versus putting it like throughout the film, just like distracting us from what the actual point of the movie is, which is Batman and Superman. So, I mean, that was that, but I was excited to see all the little, you know, Easter eggs and pop-ups, and I know you guys will. If you're a DC fan, you're going to be super thrilled. So the story was all over the place. The first half was a little cheesy. There was like a lot of cheesy points, but it is a comic book film, so of course there's gonna be cheesy moments. I feel like it wasn't as bad as the critics are making it out to be. I don't understand why everybody's saying, oh, this movie is horrible, this movie is trash. It really wasn't that bad of a movie. It's just certain parts that they didn't get right. If you just love the DC universe in general, you will enjoy this film. It was more a film for the fans, not so much for the critics. A lot of people were saying, oh, DC, you know, you guys are always trying to do something gritty and gory and dark and sad, and nobody wants to see that in a comic book film, blah, blah, blah. You know the oldest lie in America, Senator, is that all comic book films have to be upbeat and fun. You can have a comic book film that isn't upbeat and fun. I think The Dark Knight definitely showed us that. Not only The Dark Knight, Watchmen showed us that. You know, not all comic book films have to be colorful. I'm hoping the Justice League will have a lighter vibe because a lot of the characters in the Justice League are not dark characters. I just don't see the Justice League working out with a dark vibe, and like from what I've been seeing with interviews, it looks like they're saying that the Justice League is gonna have a lighter feel to it, so that's good. So, because then if it's too light, if it's not dark and it's like light and happy-go-lucky and fluffy, everybody's gonna say it's corny. So I'm just like, I don't. Pick one. What do you want? It was an enjoyable film, and I might actually see it again because the first time I saw it, I was like, I'm gonna be cool and bring my swaggy Arkham Asylum 3D glasses, you know, the ones that you got with the Xbox game, Arkham Asylum, the first Arkham game. I was like, oh, I've never used these, I haven't used these in years, so why not bring them with me? By the time I was gonna go out to drive to the theater, I randomly misplaced these, and they've been on my desk this whole time. So I want to know what you guys thought of the movie. Please, please, please leave your spoiler-free thoughts in the comments below. And of course, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Make sure you follow Pretty Brown and Nerdy on social media. All links will be in the description below. And of course, also, I started a solo channel called Nerdy Nija, stands for Nerdy Nigerian, where I talk about comics, I do unboxings, just so I'm not like spamming this channel with all the solo video ideas that I have. I just started it, so I like have probably like 0 subscribers right now. Go see Batman vs. Superman, support your comic book movies. I'll see you guys on the next video.